from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube. Be sure to check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for everything Royal Caribbean related. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Happy Monday. We are here hanging out, talking Royal Caribbean. Yes, I did say happy Monday. No matter what's going on in the world, whether it's just a regular Monday or a coronavirus Monday, it doesn't matter, guys. We're hanging out here with friends, talking about the most important thing in the whole wide world, which is going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. So I am so grateful that you are joining us here on this YouTube Monday. Evan Stanfield is our first chatter. Hello, Evan. Tiffany Farnham. We got Karen Ellie. Jared is in the house. Erica Mitchell, hello and welcome. Powerful female, welcome back. Sharon Stockman is here. What's up, Sharon? Hope you're doing well. Mark is here. Patricia Carter. We got Franks. We got Mary Ellen. Sophie Burns is here. Hello, Sophie. Brooke White. Anthony, hello. Hannah, hello. Benjamin, hello. Rosewater. Man, we got all our friends hanging out here. Let's start with today's broadcast with the most important question. How many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type your countdown in chat right now. Let's count down together. I can't wait, guys. Super, super excited. Glad to have you here. I've been waiting all weekend to hang out with you guys and talk some Royal Caribbean together. Centaura, hello. Megan Mapson, welcome. Ciao. Megan, I just read your email on this week's episode of the podcast coming out on Wednesday. Lizzie Ames is here. Hello, Lizzie. Maximilian. Tim Bracken. What's up, my friend? Andy Lee is here. Rick Mitchell Seri is here. All right, so we got some countdowns to start off with. Sandy Villano, 3:43 till a back-to-back on Independence of the Seas. Logan, I wish I was aboard Navigator of the Seas today as I was supposed to be. Brother, I know your pain. I was supposed to be on Harmony of the Seas right now. I was booked on Harmony for Sunday. Obviously, that's not happening. So I was supposed to be at Coco Key today, brother. I had a floating cabana. I was going to have an amazing time. But I got to, look, it is what it is, out of my hands. But we're hanging out here talking with you guys. So that's all right. That's all right. Nathan, 40 days maybe. Mika, 28 days maybe. Yeah, I've got, I think maybe is an appropriate term as your countdown is below 90 days, certainly. But fingers crossed, positive vibes, right? You always got to think positive that it's going to happen. So let's hope. Let's hope that everything gets better quickly and we'll be able to go on our cruises. Rich Schroeder is here. Welcome. Troy, 101 till Alaska and 115 days till perfect day at Coco Key. Awesome. And of course, guys, we're hanging out with you, talking Royal Caribbean, answering your cruise questions. So if there's anything I can do to answer your cruise questions, please feel free to drop it in chat right now. I'll try to answer as many as I can. That's what we're here to do. Hang out, have fun, and answer some Royal Caribbean cruise questions. Joanne, your dinner appointment just popped up? Oh no. That's like salt in the wound right there. Vinny, first time cruiser, Mariner of the Seas, 52 days. I feel like an expert after watching all your videos. Brother, I love hearing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Travis just booked Liberty of the Seas, already booked on Allure, 341 days. And Tony Diaz in the house. Hashtag sorry, Tony. What's up, Tony? Susan, 74 days to Elevation, Alaska. Hopefully it's going to happen. My fingers are crossed as well, right? Andy wants to know, was I upset about my cruise being canceled? I was thinking about you that day. I wasn't happy about it, but, you know, Andy, it's a little bit better if it's out of your hands. Like, if there's something you can do about it, to me, that'll eat at me, right? If I canceled my cruise, because for whatever reason, you know, I didn't install new gutters or something like that, I would have been really upset because I could have had the means to go. But since the decision was made for me, it's like crying over spilled milk, you know. At the end of the day, it's not going to bring it back into the carton, and my cruise is going to come back there. So, Tiffany Watford, are they offering a refund? So right now, for cruises that were canceled in the 30-day window, Tiffany, they've been offering one of two choices. You either can get a 100% refund, or you can get a 125% future cruise credit. I went with the future cruise credit. It's free money at the end of the day. Bob, big shout out to Michelle Cunningham and MEI Travel, 195 days to Liberty. Michelle is amazing. And I know that all the travel agents at MEI Travel and so many other travel agencies out there as well have been working so hard over these last 3-4 weeks, whatever it's been, you know, to process changes, cancellations, a lot of moving parts there, and they've been working overtime, to say the least. 12th Man Proud is here. Will Allure get the full amplification at a later date? Brother, as far as Royal Caribbean is concerned, nothing's been officially changed. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of rumor and speculation out there, but until we hear otherwise, 12th Man, I am still going with the assumption they're going to stay on target. Sorry, which are you going to use? The 100% refund or the 125% credit? I'm going to use the credit. It's free money. Look, you guys know I'm going to go on another cruise, right? So I'm going to take the credit. Jaden, will Allure of the Seas have water slides in the abyss? Yes and yes. Let's see here. Julia, do you think cruising will be okay in December? I certainly hope so. I mean, look, I can't promise you anything. It'd be wrong of me to do so. But gosh darn it, I really hope so. We got our first super chat of the day, and holy moly, woo! Sharon Stockman, thank you for the super chat. Sharon writes, Doctor making me stay at home because of existing health conditions. Any word if Royal Caribbean is going to continue the upgrade schedules for 2020? Royal has said absolutely nothing about Allure, Explorer, or any other amplification, Sharon. There's been a lot of rumors out there, but until we hear otherwise from the cruise line, you got to assume everything's staying on target. Now, granted, you might do the math in your mind, but as of right now, Sharon, Royal Caribbean has not said a word about any changes to scope or timeline. Ron Ladowski is here. Hope your cruise life returns to normal soon, brother. You don't know the half of it. I am so ready to get back on board a ship. You know what I mean? Michael, yeah, but Sharon, not only is Sharon starting it off, Michael, Sharon is like a super chat OG. I mean, she is like in the Hall of Fame. We've got another super chat, Dish Soap, saying, hey you, back to you. Dish Soap, good to see you here. Pascal is here. Pascal, if they forget to take Sabor out of Allure, I'd be okay with it. Oh man, I love me some Sabor. Who here loves Sabor? If you've been to Sabor on any Royal Caribbean ship, type Sabor in capital letters if you love it, because I love that place. Guacamole, margaritas, chips, oh my! Keith writes, have you heard any Caribbean islands having any coronavirus cases? There have been some. I think Puerto Rico just had its first, and maybe a couple islands. They're not major epicenters by any means, but I have heard of it, yes. I just can't recall them off the top of my head, to be perfectly honest with you. Eduardo Vasquez going on Navigator April 17th. Love it. Hannah says, do you think they'll continue the health form they have you fill out forever? I mean, they do change it over time, Hannah. Certainly, hopefully, as things get better and things start to progress downwards, we're going to see that form change over time. And this happened with, Ebola, H1N1, the swine flu. They'd be on there for a little bit, and then when it's not really a major threat, they kind of take it off over there. Got a lot of Sabor fans in here. Love seeing that. Let's see here. Thomas Stacy, will Explorer of the Seas get a nursery during the application? I believe so, Thomas. I'm pretty darn sure. Sport Crazy, just wondering, where would all the ships and crews be for 30 days? Check RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com tomorrow. I'm going to have a list of where they're all going to be. But essentially, they're going to different ports. Sometimes they don't actually go they don't dock. They just sit off the coast. So the answer is depends. But we have that exact question has been on the minds of a lot of people. So I'm going to post about that at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com tomorrow. Keith, how does the 125% credit work? I just posted about that today at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. It's a credit. You cannot use it for your cruise deposit, but use it towards your cruise fare. So let's say you book a cruise, that's $1,000, okay? So you put down whatever the deposit is, a couple $100 for the deposit, and then the leftover amount, that cruise fare, you can use the future cruise credit towards. Ann Jordan, Alaska until July 1st. Do you think it will go beyond that? I certainly hope so, Ann. You know what? My travel agents, the awesome travel agents at MEI Travel, are doing such a great job keeping me informed on that, Ann, and I really hope that takes hold. Carol, what do you think they'll do about the southbound Alaska? I mean, all of the Alaska cruises right now, through July 1 at the very least, are all in limbo because Canada has blocked access to its ports because of coronavirus, and U.S. cruises out of the U.S., or Canada for that matter, can't operate in that regard. There's a couple options on the table. Royal has not said anything yet about any confirmed, like they're going to cancel anything yet, but I think everyone's kind of in that we'll wait and see mentality at this point. Nathan, do you think an event of this magnitude will change how the cruise industry handles passenger health prior to embarkation, or is it back to business as usual after the pandemic? That's an excellent question, Nathan. I mean, basically you're asking, let's say coronavirus is now gone. It disappears tomorrow. How does things change? I do think every little thing that occurs in the cruise industry, good or bad, has an effect on it. And I do believe that we're going to see some impact to this. Certainly, it's become, I think, more important, more front and center today than it was maybe back in the day. But yeah, I think it's got to make a change. It's got something this, like you said, this magnitude, it can't do anything but do that. Have an effect. Jay Spiegel's here. What's up, Jay? What if your future cruise credit exceeds the cost of the new cruise? Yes, I answered this at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com as well. They'll issue you a new future cruise credit for the remaining balance. Christy, booked Oasis to Canada in June. Canada closed their ports till July. Could Royal Caribbean reroute Oasis somewhere else? Yeah, Bermuda is probably the most logical place to go otherwise, but remains to be seen, Bob, is your and my Alaska cruise in June definitely off? No, it is not definitely off. It's just Royal Caribbean. I mean, you go to your account, you'll see it's still there. So I think they're just waiting to see, brother. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think that's like what it's all about there. Hello, Sherry. Hope you're doing well. Mike B wants to know, what's my can't miss restaurant on Oasis? Hibachi. You go to Hibachi, you'll love it. Izumi Hibachi, fantastic. Would you suggest canceling our cruise in May in light of the pandemic? No. The reason why I don't recommend you doing it is, I would say at the very least you should wait for Royal to cancel on you. Number one, you'll get more money back out of it. Number two, I mean, if things do improve, I think you'd be like, if you're sitting at home, like, should have booked, should have kept that cruise. You might have some FOMO in that regard. I think there's very little to lose out on by waiting. I think your best bet is to wait, quite frankly. And I'm doing the same thing. I have a cruise in April, May, and June, and you better believe I'm not touching those reservations. Certainly not right now. Now, granted, things could change. We don't know. And Desiree's asked me, what about April 17th? I wish I had a crystal ball, guys. I wish I could tell you, okay, these sailings, you know what I mean? I think sailings in the answer is nobody knows. I think in the next 90 days, if your cruise is in the next 90 days, I would venture to say you're probably in a yellow alert stage. You should be watching it. There's definitely a lot of factors playing against you. Beyond 90 days, it's more up in the air even than that. But again, we won't know anything until Royal says so. So otherwise, it's just pure speculation. I mean, I don't have any more inside information than you guys have on this subject. Matt M's got a question. Great name, by the way. If you get a cruise credit, can you use it for onboard expenses or excursions? No. Future cruise credits can only be used towards a cruise fare itself. Let's see here. Tukes Vegas. Can you tell me where to get your most favorite chicken sandwich? You may have answered me before. Sorry if you did. Tukes, never apologize for asking me about the crispy chicken sandwich. Available at Perfect Day Coco Key at the Snack Shack. There are 3 Snack Shack locations available. One on South Beach, one in Thrill Water Park, and one over on Chill Island, and it's fantastic. My goodness, I should be eating one today, but I didn't. Kim, when is your cruise in April and on what ship? April 23rd, Oasis of the Seas. Ashley, am I going on April 17th? I am not. I'm at April 23rd sailing. Raven Hamilton, so if you book through Vacations to Go, will Royal Caribbean still be giving the refund credit? Yes. They'll be contacting your travel agency, in that case, with the one you used, and they'll be contacting you on that one. So yes, no, everybody gets it. It's just you're going through your travel agent, just like I went through my travel agent, And I gotta tell you guys, if there's been a lot of lessons and things. Anyway, if there's been one lesson that I think we can all learn from this whole coronavirus thing about cruising, it is something I've been preaching for years and years and years. Use a good travel agent. Good travel agent. Don't be chasing the last dollar that somebody's going to give you for onboard credit. In a situation like this, people who have had awesome travel agents are the ones that have not been sitting on hold, not getting the runaround. They've had travel agents working on their behalf for no additional cost, by the way. So again, take advantage of that. It's free to use. You got everything to gain, nothing to lose. Use a good travel agent. Evil03SVT, new subscriber, welcome. Glad to have you here. How long will the cruise cancellation policy of 100 or 125 credit last? The 100 or 125 is for the current sailings that are canceled, the ones within the 30-day window, right? If you do nothing, if you sit on your hands and don't do anything, you will get a future cruise credit that will be issued in about sometime in April. I forget the exact date. Now, if you have until actually the end of 2021 to change that into a refund if you change your mind. So, if you're saying, well, I don't know which one to get, stay on the future cruise credit. You maybe book a cruise 6 months from now, 9 months from now, whatever. If not, if you decide a year from now, all right, I'm not going to really use this, ask for the refund. Michael Pros, so my excess cruise fare can be used on my unpaid December cruise. Yes, the future cruise credit can be used towards, whatever you're left over. Does that make sense? Somebody has Mike Brown, is the Beach Club Pass worth that $55 per person? Absolutely, yes. That is fantastic. And there's 100 days till my next cruise starting today. If it goes well, 30 days from now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Ann, I can't. Nobody, Ann, can tell you what is going to happen beyond this 30-day period. I mean, they could add on. It's very likely that Rail could cancel more cruises because it's just not safe to put cruises out there. And in the same token, things will get better and they'll resume sailings. But Ann, there is no way to know. And it's just you got to wait. You just got to wait it out. Let's see here, dude. And no, somebody asked, I didn't see who asked, but no, you cannot use the future cruise credit is only for your base fare, not gratuities, not your deposit, not your shore excursions, not your drink packages. I got a tip for all of you guys though. So, as you just heard me say, you cannot use your future cruise credit towards your deposit. However, you can actually get that money back later. So here's what you do. You book a new cruise. Put that money down, right? You pay that cash. You know that because you listen to me. Then you put down your future cruise credit. Bam, got that covered. If you have leftover future cruise credit, you can actually then get a refund on your deposit amount. That's pretty cool, right? Lizzie Ames with the super chat. Lizzie, thank you so much. My husband's name is Matt, but I like you better. Wow, this got super awkward. I mean, I love it. Thank you, Lizzie. You and I. Yeah, Lizzie. Yeah. Thank you, Lizzie. Your husband has a great name. Sophie, what is a must-do on Harmony besides the escape room? I think the dinner at what's it called? Izumi Hibachi is fantastic. I think you should definitely see Grease, the Broadway musical. That is fantastic. Oh, and also don't miss out, Sophie, on the oh gosh, what's it called? Columbus the Musical. It is the best Royal Caribbean original production show, in my opinion. Powerful female, I joined the Royal Caribbean blog cruise next November. What kind of events do you have? That's great. First of all, welcome. Glad to have you on our group cruise. We have a lot of different events. We do a pub crawl. I mean, it's going to obviously vary. So in the past, I haven't planned them out yet. But in the past, we've done pub crawls. We've done a private shore excursion for people that book into the group. We've done all sorts of things. And my goodness, I mean, we've done photo shoots together. We do like a formal night photo. We'll do a show together. There's usually a good schedule of things going out there. So, Mr. Cooley, my name is Christy. Hello, Christy. How do I find a good travel agent? That's a great question, Christy. Because as you've heard me say, they're not all travel agents are the same. So to find the good ones, you really got to find one that jives with what you're looking for. They should be responsive. And I would recommend before you use any travel agent, you ask them a bunch of questions. Ask them the kind of questions you're interested in, like, how quickly will they respond? Will they reprice things, your cruise fares, at any given periodically, during any given time? Ask them questions of things to get a sense of not only their knowledge, but also their workflow. And Christy, full disclosure, but I'm gonna give you a shameless plug right now. Our sponsor of RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, we have a travel agent sponsor. It is MEI Travel, MEI. They're a sponsor. I use them. I love them. But full disclosure, they're a sponsor, MEI Travel. If you go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, fill out that form, you're good to go. Jake's writing capital letters. You guys, he's serious because he's yelling. I really would like to know if the Lures refurbishment will be delayed. Jake, nobody knows the answer to that question. Royal Caribbean has not said anything about it. Now, of course, you may have read on RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, Jake, that alert is right now just floating out somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea because all of Spain's ports are closed. But Jake, we don't know yet if that's been what impact that has. I mean, keep in mind, brother, there's a lot of factors at play here. So the simple answer is we don't know. As soon as I do know, I'll post about it, but nobody knows about it yet. Jake Denora wants to know, how did you get that Royal Caribbean Monopoly? That was a gift that Royal Caribbean did for travel agents in 2018 on Independence of the Seas. I bought it on eBay. Every now and then, one shows up on eBay. Will Lloyd in the house. You gave me an amazing tip for Oasis that I was supposed to go on yesterday and it got canceled. I'm so sad. Will, I know your pain. I was supposed to go on Harmony yesterday. I'm supposed to be at Coco Key today. Yeah, brother. Have a drink tonight. That's the best thing I can tell you, right? Start planning a new cruise. And Tony Diaz, thank you for typing it out right there. If you want to contact MEI Travel, have them contact you. Just go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, fill out that giant yellow form. They'll contact you. Good evening to you. I am glad to be in your Q&A live right now. I have a question for you. Go at it, dude. You don't have to ask for permission. Ask away, my friend. Jake Tenor says, sorry about the caps. I just really need to know my cruise will be canceled. I wish I could answer your question. You're only 2022? Jake, you got plenty of time, brother. Don't worry about it. You're not getting canceled anytime soon. Dub71. So are the ships that are anchored playing host to crew members? And are they getting supplies delivered? Yes and yes. It's just crew on board. That's it. Yeah, what are your favorite parts on all of your Royal Caribbean ships? Favorite parts? You mean like venues? I love the Schooner Bar on Brilliance of the Seas. I love Central Park on any of the Oasis class ships. Harmony, Oasis, Allure, Symphony. My favorite restaurants, Sabor, Izumi. Love me some Izumi. Jamie's Italian is fantastic as well. Is that what you're asking, or I'm not sure? Stephen Foster, I love your voice for some reason. Whenever I think about cruises, I hear you talk about Royal Caribbean. Why, thank you, Stephen. Mike Brown, is the guacamole class worth doing? Yeah, dude. It's like a meal, though. Definitely. Superstarian, Matt, you're such a wealth of knowledge. Oh, you. Don't make me blush on YouTube. I got a manly, motif to keep up there. Plano Football. What's the difference between Izumi Hibachi and Teppanyaki Hibachi? The same thing. They're the one and the same. So Izumi is split up. If there's an hibachi option, there's usually two choices. There's Izumi Hibachi, which is teppanyaki dining, where they cook in front of you. And then there's the sushi side, which they, nigiri and sashimi rolls and all that kind of stuff. Sarah wants to know, what would I choose, Mariner or Navigator? I would choose Navigator, only because I've been on Mariner a bunch of times, but I think Navigator's upgrades were just a little bit better. A little bit better. Mike Stocking, we're supposed to be on Harmony in 2 weeks. Thinks that Royal Caribbean won't honor our price we paid in December. Yeah, it does, Mike. Look, I get it. But, here's a couple things. Number one, you're getting 125% money back with that future cruise credit if you went that route. And number two, look, I don't know anything more than you do, Mike, but my sense of it, I don't think the prices are going to be very high when things get back to normal. I think it already is such a major impact on their business. And unfortunately, the whole Diamond Princess business and all this has really cast a shadow on the cruise industry, right or wrong. And I think we're going to see lower prices going forward. But that's my 2 cents right there. Bob, Matt has a great face for radio. Oops, I meant a voice for radio. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Brian, respect to having the OG Teddy Ruxpin and Alf in the office. Brother, love me my 80s cornerback there. Yeah, we got Alf. We got Teddy Ruxpin. I got Blockbuster Video. You guys seen that one? Speak and Spell. I got a Demogorgon over there. He's not really from the 80s, but the show was set in the 80s. But anyway. Church Planting Catalyst. When's the best time to rebook a cruise that's been canceled? Have you heard if they're adding new dates to accommodate those canceled due to COVID-19? No, I've not heard of them adding new dates. I mean, they already have, sailings out till 2022 in some cases. But to answer your question, when's the best time to rebook? If you're concerned, look, there's great times to go. But I would tell you, obviously, if you're going on a cruise in the next 3 to 6 months, there's a risk that this could still continue on even to that point, or even longer for all we know. So you might say, the answer to your question is, well, the best time to rebook might be when you have more confidence that a particular sailing you're going to book is probably not going to be canceled because of this. So as an example, I wouldn't recommend necessarily, if you're concerned about that, booking a cruise in April as opposed to a cruise in April 2021, right? That's over a year from now. Pretty good chance that things are going to be back to normal by that point. Kevin Marin, I canceled my cruise using the Cruising with Confidence policy and received the future cruise credit, but it did not include the taxes and fees. Is that part of the refunded to the original payment method? Yes. So the future cruise credit is only your cruise fare. Taxes, fees, gratuities, shore excursions, drink packages, those all come back to you as a refund. Tony says, just don't ask Matt to sing. Bob, appreciate it. I thought Matt had a background in radio. No, I actually have no background in video at all. In radio or video at all. They just stuck a microphone in front of me, and here I am. Nelson Clan, do you think Royal Caribbean will offer a booking deal with a lower deposit? I would tell you this, and I don't know, but I would think, after everything's been said and done around here, I kind of think perhaps the business is going to be hurting. And when business is hurting, usually the incentives get ramped up there. So could lower deposits be a thing? Sure. It's definitely in the realms of possibilities. John Lowley in the house. Matt, since they've cut the actual cruise prices, you think they're going to cut the ship prices to like drink packages? It's all possible, my friend. It's all possible. You never know. It's a really good question. I wish, again, guys, no crystal ball on my desk, but if the business is hurting as bad as I think it's going to be hurting when this is even halfway over, I gotta think they're going to have to cut prices in order to spur people to get back on the ship. I could be wrong. For all I know, they'll go up from here and you guys will be like, Matt has no idea what he's talking about. Brian Medina, is that Jobu on from Major League on the shelf? It is, yes. Jobu right there. I should maybe maybe what we should do is I should give Jobu some rum, because maybe Jobu can solve this entire problem for us, right? Wouldn't that be great? Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Let's see here. Sandra Bruce, does MEI Travel service Canadian customers as well, or strictly US? US, anywhere around the world, Sandra. Because Royal Caribbean Blog is a worldwide presence, Royal Caribbean allows them to book with lets MEI Travel work with customers anywhere. And absolutely, Canada, no problem. We have our next super chat, MJ, with a super chat. MJ, thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate that. Vera Kid, my cruise is May 30th. What should I do? Plan on going until further notice. I don't think there's anything else you should do. Let's see here. Tariq, what is Royal Caribbean's first ship? Song of Norway. Kathy Peters, we're supposed to go on Rhapsody. This is April 4th. When we rebooked, you recommend a different ship. I don't necessarily recommend a different ship. I mean, are you concerned because it's Rhapsody, it's an older ship, and maybe this is an opportunity for you to move up to like a newer ship? Sure. But if you were happy with it before, I mean, I've been on Rhapsody. I will tell you my wife doesn't like Rhapsody only because she feels that she just loves the amenities and offerings that you find on the newer ships. Not that it's bad like Rhapsody, just not her style. I don't mind one way or the other, quite frankly. If you're going to pick one, though, I would say, especially since Rhapsody goes out of Tampa, maybe try Brilliance of the Seas. MJ with another super chat! Woo! MJ writes, good evening, Matt from Travis Air Force Base. Finally flying home tomorrow. Hopefully everything will be cleared up by October. Already got a good deal on drink and internet packages. That is awesome to hear. And MJ, again, thank you for your service, my friend. Hope everything's doing well on the base and it's be nice and quiet for you, so you can focus on watching some great YouTube content. Craig Cunningham, love your work. I'm in Australia. Your info is like gold to us. Keep up the good work. Crikey! Thank you, mate. Do appreciate that. I'm sorry, Mark Craig. I can't help myself. I'm like a 12-year-old sometimes in here, you know? Jack, why can't you use cruise credits for deposits on future cruise bookings? I'm not sure what the rationale or reason is, Jack. I think it's just that there's not like, I don't want to call it pretend money, but I think it's just the way the system is set up. More often than not, here's the real truth. Royal Caribbean's booking system is very archaic, so I wouldn't be surprised to hear, I don't know if this is the case, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear the system just isn't configured to accommodate that. Shelby, hey, Brad Pitt. Oh, me? No, I know. I look like him, but I'm not Brad Pitt. Baby Lidget wants to know if she can get a shout out. Baby Lidget, what's up, Baby Lidget? Baby Emma, Tony Diaz, all the little children here. Hello. 07 Chill, my wife wants to do the sushi making class. Is it worth it? Yes. So for years I didn't do the sushi making class. I'm like, dude, I like eating sushi, but I don't need to make it. You know what I mean? Like, how good could it be? It's a lot of fun. And it's a meal. Go in hungry because you will eat a lot. It's fun. You learn something. I really enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Justin Erickson, will they raise the price after the virus is over? Don't know. It's a good question. We're going to have to wait and see. Mandy, infinite numbers to my next cruise, but officially starting self-isolation due to being a high risk for the virus soon. Well, Mandy, stay safe. Stay inside. We're going to be providing you good content over here on our YouTube channel at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. In fact, Mandy, if there's a good topic that you want me to cover on our YouTube channel, create a video, let me know about it, you know? Maybe we can hook something up right there. Let's see here. Eleanor Blast, my cruise is set for April 11th. If they're going to cancel, how late do you think they will wait to do it? Your cruise is canceled. Oh, no, the 11th is the day back. Honestly, excuse me for coughing. It's a good question. I don't know. It could be, like, in my case, they canceled it, like, 2 days beforehand. So, Vicky Moore, we got back-to-back super chats. Woo! Vicky Moore, thanks for all you do. Updated info on cruises helps everyone. Vicky, thank you for that super chat. Very, very kind. And Alan Agor, my very good friend. Alan, thank you so much. Alan writes, thinking a grand suite on Freedom in August. What do you think with kids, 10, 8, and 5, that plan? Or Oasis with 2 Central Park inside rooms? Also, will the 10 and 8-year-old... will the 10 and 8-year-olds be together on Freedom now? Yes. The 10 and 8-year-olds will be together. That would have been the case even in the old system. So when I do a grand suite, I would always take 2 rooms. 2 rooms. 2 rooms. I love a grand suite, but 2 rooms. And Oasis, 2 rooms. You'll thank me later. Brenner Wandenberg. I bought low on Royal Caribbean. Hope you did the same. You know, Brenner, I haven't bought any stock. I am not a stock guy. Like, I know a lot about Royal Caribbean. I know nothing about the stock market. Certainly don't try to give out any advice on that, because talk about the blind leading the blind. But I know some people have been taking advantage of it. I know that Sherry from Cruise Tips TV, she's been like, here we go, retirement fund. You know what's going to happen? She's going to strike it big. You know, about 2 years from now, 3 years from now, the stock's going to go up to like $1,000 a share. She's going to retire, and I'm going to be sitting over here and not retired. And I should have listened to Brenner and Sherry. But no, I didn't buy any stock. We have another super chat. Ian, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Thank you. MJ's Vlogs. When can I start making entertainment or food reservations? My cruise is May 3rd. As in May 3rd this year? What ship are you on? Dining reservations, again, well, you can only book entertainment on Quantum or Oasis class ships. And food, do you have a dining package purchase, or you're looking to make a specific restaurant? Because if you have a dining package, you can't pre-book it. You have to wait till you get on board the ship. Let's see here. Sandra Bruce, will Liberty still be based out of Galveston after its amplification? No, I don't think so. I believe Allure slides in, and then Liberty's, last I checked, is kind of in limbo right now. I'm not sure. No, that's not true. I have to look at it. No, but I think Allure comes in, and that's it for Liberty and Galveston, as far as I recall. Let's see here. Brent Ferguson, buy low, sell high. You're not wrong on. I mean, that's what everybody says, right? But yeah, no. But the question, Brent says it's easy. Yeah, but when is it low and when is it high? You usually only know that later on when you look back and be like, oh, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a good idea. Like there are people when Royal Caribbean stock was at $50 a share or 60, we were like, dude, buy it. If they had bought it at 50 or 60, you would have been like, what was I thinking? I should have waited longer, you know? So, que sera, sera. Josh Pitts with the super chat. Josh, thank you so much. Josh writes, I'm going on April 12th, Oasis. I thought ours was canceled last week, but we got lucky. I got a pina colada with my name waiting on it. Well, Josh, I really hope you're able to go on your cruise, my friend. I really hope that'll happen. Crystal Guzman, when does Royal Caribbean release your stateroom number if you book with a guarantee? There is no time frame. It's just magically appears one day. So you got to keep checking back. It could be as early as weeks, months before your cruise, or maybe just a day or two beforehand. You just got to keep checking back. Mandy, if I could have a job at Royal Caribbean, what would you do? Would you be on the ship or at headquarters? Oh, man. I think I'd have to take a headquarters job. If I was on the ship, I wouldn't see my family for too long. My wife would kill me when she saw me again. She'd be like, what were you doing? You know? Can't do that. So I'd have to be at headquarters. What would I do at headquarters? That's a good question. I don't know. My talents are very specific. I feel like if I worked at headquarters, I'd actually have to do real work, as opposed to hanging out with you guys, which I don't consider work. You know what I mean? That's a great question. I have no idea. Yeah, you know what would be fun? Maybe be like, I don't know if this position exists, but maybe like the Royal Caribbean historian. That'd be kind of cool. I know some companies have that. It's like a means of which to like accumulate information and hit the history of everything. I think that'd be a fun job. 07, are the zip lines saying it's worth it? If you like zip lines, sure. It's more a question, do you like zip lines? I think anything else. Challenger Chris, any recommendations on off-site parking? I don't recommend parking off-site. Every port, I recommend parking at the port. Alan Ager with another super chat. Alan, thank you so much. So Oasis Bahamas over Freedom ABC. For the rooms, yeah. Yeah, I know the itinerary is better, but I don't think the Grand Suite with 3 kids in one room, dude. For a Grand Suite, if it was like the 2-bedroom or something like that, okay, that's a different story. But, yeah. Yeah, do I understand Spanish? No, yo no habla español. I'm sorry. Josh Pitts with another super chat. Josh, thank you again for your generosity, my friend. Really appreciate all your guys' generosity tonight. And speaking of that, holy moly, Brenner with a super chat, giant super chat. Brenner says, buy yourself a share. Thanks for all you do. You've been an amazing resource for me and my wife the past 2 years. Brenner, thank you very much. I haven't checked the stock price, so I'm guessing it's not more than $30 right now. But I do appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that you've been enjoying this content right there. Expat Mike, are the dinner packages worth the extra cost? Yes, I think so. You're going to save money. There's no doubt about that. Rosewater, does Royal Caribbean Cruises go to Cabo San Lucas? No. Royal Caribbean ceased offering cruises on the West Coast out of like LA or California years ago. There were rumors like at the end of last year that they were going to come back, but it still could happen. But right now, the answer to your question is no. Crystal Guzman, what's a good price for the drink package? Crystal, it doesn't matter. And you might say, what are you talking about? Now, of course it matters. I want to save money. It doesn't matter because if I tell you, Crystal, a price that I paid on my sailing, doesn't mean you actually ever see it on your sailing. My advice is book the drink package. Man, it feels good to talk about the drink package again, not coronavirus. I love this. So what you should do, Crystal, if you know you want the drink package, book it now. Lock in that price. Go to the Cruise Planner website, book it. Then what you want to do is monitor that price. Check it every couple days. You know what I mean? If the price goes down, cancel and rebook. Now you might be saying, well, Matt, why don't I just wait it out and see if it does go down? Then I'll book it at that point. Aha. The problem is sometimes the price goes up. So booking it now locks in the price and guards against a price increase. And on top of that, Crystal, the price will be more expensive on board your ship. So don't wait. Book it now. Ian with another super chat. Is that your third tonight? When are you going on another Royal Caribbean ship? Ian, thank you for the super chat. I have a cruise April 23rd on Oasis of the Seas. I have a cruise on Independence of the Seas May 16th. And I have a cruise on Ovation of the Seas June 5th. Those are my next three. Kat, you could be director of marketing for Royal Caribbean. No, you know why? I appreciate that. I know what you mean. But like real traditional marketing, I'd be like, what's a KPI? Why do I care? Monty Love, I had a great deal with the key at $16.99 a day. Now on my next cruise, it's $26.99, a decent price for the key, or could get lower. Monty Love, you may have seen, I've done a video about it. I don't think you should get the key. I don't think it's worth it, quite frankly. Jonathan Rodriguez, I have a cruise May 9th on Symphony. What do you think about the whole situation? Is it safe, or will it cancel from here to then? I wish I could tell you, my friend. I wish I could give you a prediction, but I would be guessing, Jonathan. Here's my advice, Jonathan. As long as you're okay going on the cruise, if it's available, hold on to it. Because things can change, clearly. Number two, if Royal Caribbean cancels on you, Jonathan, if they end up saying, okay, we need to cancel more sailings, then you're going to get more money back by doing that, by waiting for Royal Caribbean to cancel on you, than you canceling on them. So that'd be my recommendation. Unless you know, like, Matt, there is no way I'm going on this cruise May 9th. I don't care what they say. Then obviously you can get your future cruise credit now with the Cruise with Confidence program. But as to whether or not it'll actually happen, I wish I could tell you. I really, really, really do. But I've got no crystal ball on that one. Yeah, June 5th is your birthday. Awesome. I really hope I get to celebrate your birthday on board a cruise ship. Linda just got Anthem of the Seas yesterday, booked Canada cruise for May 15th, and Canada is not allowing ships. Do you think they will cancel the cruise or change ports of call? It's another good question. I have no idea, Linda. I really hope you get to go, or they get to at least go somewhere else, but it doesn't look good right now. If I had to put money down right now, the odds are not in your favor. If you were, again, I don't know anything more than you guys do. Jeff, the roast beef sandwich on board or the chicken sandwich Coco Key? Chicken sandwich Coco Key. Definitely. Stephen Foster, got any underrated cruise ships you'd recommend? Mariner, Navigator, Brilliance of the Seas. Brilliance is probably the most underrated ship that I think is definitely worth going on. It's a great question. Kim Yem, can they reverse the law of visiting a foreign port before returning to the USA? From what I understand, there's some group that is lobbying for that. Whether or not that'll happen, I don't know. There was an article that I read today, Kim, in a Canadian newspaper. It was online, obviously, I don't have the newspaper, but they were talking about the impact to the cruise industry and all that. And there was a group, I forget where they were from, but they were saying basically that they are lobbying whomever, the U.S. government, to get a temporary lifting of that restriction so they can still offer Alaska cruises without having to stop in Canada. Derek Brown, what are the new amenities and attractions on Freedom of the Seas? There's a new pool deck, water slides. I believe they've added a escape. Did they add the escape room? I think they did. I'm not 100% sure on that one. They redid Giovanni's Table. It's a brand new concept called Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar. They added, this is really cool, something I completely forgot about. They added, what's it called? The Mexican place, El Loco Fresh, which is a complimentary Mexican restaurant, but they also added a liquor bar to there. Margaritas, finally! We have all the details about what they've added to Freedom at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. At Snowmobilia, can I bring my food from Windjammer to the room the day of leaving? Absolutely, yes. Yes. 07, have you ever tried sneaking booze onto the ships? And if so, how did that go? No, I've never tried it. It's a complete waste of time. Number one, I adhere to the rules. In the same way that I don't go to Target and shoplift, I don't smuggle alcohol onto a cruise ship, because if I can afford a cruise ship, I can afford the alcohol on board, quite frankly. But no, I don't do it. It's against the rules, so. Tony, you can do TV commercials for Royal Caribbean, but everyone might think you are you-know-who. Wow, Royal Caribbean got Brad Pitt to do Royal Caribbean commercials? How awesome is that? No, that's Matt. Okay. Tony, you're starting to buy into it. Shelby, our cruise leaves May 11th on Independence. There seems to be a lot less people going now, and I believe that. So why are the Coco Key passes and cabanas going up? That's a really good question. I don't know. I wish I could give you a really good answer, Shelby. I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying. Look, Matt, it looks like people are canceling. Why wouldn't the prices be going down? I don't know that their system of pricing necessarily reflects all of that. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. Let's see here. Ian, why have we not seen deeply discounted cruise fares yet? They'll have to in order to sell capacity. They've offered some. Before the 30-day thing, in those last couple of weeks of sailings, there were some really cheap deals on last-minute sailings. Now, honestly, this is all new area. This is new territory. We've not experienced this before. The cruise industry, Royal Caribbean, whomever. So, a lot of this is really making up as they go kind of situation. So it's not like, oh, there's a pandemic, let me go hit that button on our system. That button doesn't exist, you know? So they're kind of going at it as they see. Snowmobile, do I go to the casino on board? I do every now and then. Until my wife yells at me and says, that's enough that you spent. Go back. Stop that. Go back to drinking. Okay, honey. When will the new embarkation port open in Galveston? I believe late next year. Pretty sure when Allure gets there, it's supposed to open. Let's see here. Mandy, other than taking advantage of the unlimited dining or drinking package, what do you like to do on the ships? I like that you all think I'm a drunk, gluttonous fool who just eats and drinks on board. I love trivia I know you don't mean that, Mandy, but I'm just going to make fun of myself. I enjoy trivia on board. I like hanging out at the pool with my kids. Especially my kids can, do their own thing and I can just watch them. I love that. Water slides are a lot of fun. I really like the water slides. That's been, my favorite thing they've added. I really love the escape room on board the ship. There's usually a lot of great events going on there. And thanks for all you do with all the info. It's just a waiting game. Hopefully we can all look forward to a cruise again soon. Absolutely, Ann. Absolutely. Before you know it, Ann, it'll be time to book more cruises with MEI Travel, and everything will be great again. So, let's see here. I got time for another question or two, guys, and then I gotta skedaddle out of here. Richard Boardman, you're very welcome. Challenger Chris, with people canceling, less people on the ship, wouldn't that make the sailing better? A little more attention to each passenger? Yeah, for the passenger, sure. I mean, you're just going to feel less crowded, less competition, whether you're just talking about people at the buffet line, people at the pool deck, waiter service somewhere. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I was super excited for my cruise anyway that was supposed to go on yesterday on Harmony. But in those days leading up to the sailing, last Thursday, because they canceled it on Friday, excuse me, last Thursday, I was convinced we were going to get on that ship and there'd be 1,000 people or something like that, which would have been amazing. It would have been like having your own private yacht, really. But as much as 1,000 people can be on a yacht, but you know what I mean. Yeah, absolutely. Shelby, have you gone to the quest? And if so, how did it go? I have watched the quest on multiple times. I've never been on the floor. The quest, guys, sometimes I don't even know the metaphor. I have no coordination for all that kind of stuff. Tony Diaz, hopeful for the June 5th cruise. Tony, thank you for the super heart, my friend. Really appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. And yes, my friend, look, if I'm going to cancel cruises, okay, you can pick a lot of them that are out there. And I'm willing to give up Need 'em, got 'em, need 'em. The Alaska one, Tony, that is on my you better not touch this list. Because that is Alaska. I've been looking forward to that since I rebooked that 2 years ago. That one, way more than spring break, is the coup de grace of my cruises I'm looking forward to between now and I don't even know. I don't even know when the next sailing after that I'm really caring about. So yeah, dude, that is a big one right there. Absolutely. Brandy, what is your favorite food at the main dining room? The spaghetti bolognese. I know you're sitting there, Brandy, like, wait a minute. Did Matt just say his favorite food is spaghetti and meat sauce? Like, really? Trust me, it is amazing. Try it out yourself. You'll love it. Mannequin, you and your daughters do a review on Harmony. Well, I would have said absolutely, but we didn't go on Harmony because it was canceled. But I would have loved to have done that, man. It's a great idea. I would do it now because they've been on Harmony before, but bless my children, they have the memory of goldfish. They're just like, remember that ship we went on? No, I don't. Love them. Joseph Tricar. I'm gonna get this right. Hang on. Joseph Tricarico. Hello, Joseph. Welcome from Pennsylvania. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And Snowmobile, did you book any cruises recently with the price wings? No. I thought about booking one. Now I really wish I'd booked one, but no, I did not. Yeah, MJ, I agree 100%. I really hope that these cruises. Oh, look, there's a lot of I hope everybody in here is able to go on the cruise that they have booked. So, all right, guys. On that note, I'm gonna head on out of here. Thank you so much for checking this out. But if you're saying here, wait a minute, whoa, please don't go, man. I want more. Don't worry. There is plenty more Royal Caribbean news, fun, advice waiting for you over at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. A lot of great stuff over there. And of course, we're live every Monday right here on YouTube. And tomorrow, we'll be live on Facebook if you want to come hang out with us again. Until then, have a great rest of your night. Enjoy. Do something fun. And we'll talk again very soon right here on Facebook. See you guys.